Hello. I'm not late. I didn't forget about you guys. No, I would never. Hello, Kairos. Nice to see you. Um, I got distracted. More importantly, Ursula got distracted. Ursula usually goes to bed at 10, which cues me into the fact that I can stream. But we got way too into watching the Strange Aeons video about DashCon. What do I do when I'm in studio mode? There we go. Hello, hello. Your name is so blue on such a black background. I really need to make a little whatever that thing is. I don't know if we're actually going to work on Books of Avo. I was working on this last night when I left you guys. And I was watching, what was I doing? What did I do when I left you guys? I don't remember. I'm early for once. If you're late for once, we traded places. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, well, I got last night I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna stream tomorrow because it's a Friday night, but it's not a Friday night. I was just confused probably because it was midnight and it was Thursday already for me when I was logging off. She's so cute. We love. So, in the next section, there's a page that has, there's a page that's like a single scene. It's like a one-page kind of scene. So I'm gonna time myself while I do that so that we get an official count on how long it takes me to finish a 9-point page. Obviously it's going to be different per page or whatever, but it'll give us a rough estimate, and then we can finally answer that question when people ask. We'll have like a very legit answer to the question. Ugh, I want to know how the Strange Aeon video ends. How dare. I started by watching stuff about Garfield Eats. Been watching a lot of stuff about, like, just old content about Garfield Eats. And I was talking to Ursula about it, how, like, before it became all popular on the internet, like, I already knew about Garfield Eats before it became the huge meme. Oh no, did I lose the thingy? I finally did. I don't know where that went. I don't know. There's like a little metal ring on like the cap for your Apple Pen, and I always pull it out. And I think I pulled it out for the last time because I don't know where it went. Now it doesn't fully like clip on. Oh no. I wonder where it went. Huh. I saw Garfield Eats about the Unhinged creator. Yeah, I think, was there something recently that came out about Garfield Eats? Was it Izzy? I think it might have been Izzy, because I've been watching a lot of their videos too. Which is probably why I got recommended the other videos about it. He's deranged. He's crazy. Oh well, I don't. Izzy's, or however it's spelled. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of that. And I think that got recommended because I've been on a Warrior Cats kick. So that is why it got recommended to me. It's all coming together. It all makes sense. Hello, Bloom. Nice to see you. I'm getting back into it, guys. We're gonna have a stream schedule. I've reached the maximum layers. Okay, we have to. We have to consolidate here. Okay, let's stare, because sometimes I consolidate and everything breaks. Like that. No, just stay the same. Don't be annoying. What if I do the whole thing? The whole thing? You... It's not quite... Nope. How exciting. A schedule, how exciting, right? Very exciting. Hello, Grace. Nice to see you. Yeah, I think I'm coming up with it. I'm coming up with a stream schedule, and it's gonna be a great time. That didn't work. No. Okay. We can get rid of the background layer. We don't need that anymore. So yeah, stream schedule. Yeah, I need to figure it out. I have a time. I have a good timing planned. And we gotta be on my case. You gotta make sure I end stream on time. Drawing on an iPad Pro too? Well, I'm not drawing on an iPad Pro, so you're more pro than I am. Mine's just a regular ass iPad. I got it for signing up for a bank account. But still, very, very good. I love to... How long do you plan... How long of streaming do you plan on doing? I plan to... My hard out is gonna be 12:30 a.m. Because I end up going to like 4 a.m. and it's not good for me because I need some time to myself and I need to finish watching the Strange Aeon video. Very important. W free iPad, right? All of my iPads are free iPads. Because they were all just like bonuses for signing up for things. Because I needed to get a joint bank account with my wife. So I was like, oh, if you sign up, you get a free iPad. And you do, but you need to remember that you do, because we had to harass them a bunch to get it, but we got it. And it was so exciting. And then the other one I got for changing phone plans. That one wasn't free, actually. The phone plan iPad, not free. Now that I think about it, it was heavily discounted, but I had to pay it off as part of my. It was a payment plan, right? Which is fine, because it ended up being less money than buying it outright. There's no like interest or anything. I just also had to have a phone plan, but the phone plan was better than the one I was already on, so it all worked out. It was great. It was wonderful. And that's how I obtained my iPads, and that's why I don't have an iPad Pro, because there aren't really those kind of little promos for iPad Pros. I want one. My mom has one. It'd probably be good for us to have one and just use that as like our main iPad that we share. But, you know, between jobs, still, the job hunt continues. We still haven't bagged one. Huh. I only have one more thing to do to finally finish cleaning up my computer, which is cool. I was working on that yesterday. No, don't leave. Stay. Okay. Yeah, I was working on that yesterday, and I finally have everything clean, except for my ebook folder. That's the last thing on my to-do list. Oops, don't want to merge that down. I see. That is not what I intended to do. There we go. Yeah, it was a huge mess. I had 1,000,000 copies of the same file, but now everything is clean. So what are you drawing on the digital art or computer? I'm working on a comic. Not the Books of Avo, actually. I need to update that. I was doing that yesterday. I was working on the Books of Avo. One sec. We are working on the storage. Were you guys able to hear my my keyboard? I love my keyboard. It sounds so good. So clicky clacky. Yeah, I'm working on the Scourge of 9 Point, which is a comic about cats, kind of. It's about this little dude who is totally a cat, or totally not a cat, totally a raccoon. Unfortunately can't hear it, but I'm sure it's very clicky clacky. Oh no, you can't hear it. Here, let's try. Let's try and type something. What can we type? I guess I can just type randomly in here. I need to be quiet so I can see the thing. Is that? Were you able to hear it then? If not, I don't know. It's a very good keyboard. I think it was like an $80 keyboard, but I got it for like $20. Quiet, but it's there. Okay. It's a typewriter keyboard. So it has typewriter keys. And it lights up and it's pink. It's beautiful. What do we have to do? Oh, I didn't do his hood on the other section. And then I have to do both of their shirts. And I think Penny needs some highlights on her head. Okay, well, let's start with finishing the shirt. Okay, so this one, it'll be fine to just... Okay, now we need just multiply layer, clipping mask. I think it was like kind of orange we were doing. Right? That would make sense. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know if I've looked at Comic Fury today. I don't know if I've looked at the comments. Yeah, that's good enough. That's kind of where you gotta be, right? You gotta just be good enough. Okay, so let's blend that a little bit so it's less hard in some places. I have so many ebooks to go through. They're all like different animal books, books of and field guides. Which I very much enjoy to look at. So it's going to be ridiculously dark. Yep. Marble's so cute. We love him. We love Marble in this house. He's just a little guy. I missed his pants here. It's always something, right? Always forgetting something. I can't believe tomorrow's Friday. Time goes so fast. It goes even faster when you're not paying attention to it. Let's figure out some highlights. Just try and figure it out. Kitty. He's a kitty. He's a good kitty. He just doesn't know it yet. Whatever, it's fine. How are you doing this fine night, Tuesday? Hope you're doing well. Nice to see you again. Yeah, a little less intense, I guess. I don't know. Right, right. Gotta figure out Penny's dress. You're doing all right? That's good. All right is a good way to feel. If I would say. Out of the many things you can feel. Okay, we're going a little crazy. Let's try that again. Going a little too ham. I think at the very least I can get this page done tonight. Not even... I definitely can get this page done tonight. It's more a matter of what else I can do tonight. Okay, so that's just like her regular, so that's the base color, and that would be the highlight, I guess. And then there's like this really dark one. Right, okay, I see. I'm figuring it out. Hello, Drago. Nice to see you again. Hope you're having a lovely night or morning. I realize I always forget that you guys could live in different time zones. And some of you definitely do. What? I dropped my thingy. Different comic tonight? Yeah, we're working on 9 Point tonight. I don't know why. Just feeling like it this night. It is so dark. What did I... I think I meant to go more... Yeah. Amazing day to work after sleeping at 4 a.m. last night. At work 8 a.m. Now it's 10 a.m. Oh my goodness. Make sure to get yourself some gosh darn sleep. I'm glad to see 9 Point popping off on Webtoon. Yeah, I hope it continues to. It's definitely not stagnated, but like it's no longer like freshly released. So it'll be a bit. But yeah, for a while I could just I always saw it on the recommended and stuff, which was cool. Ugh, what am I doing? I think I'm just being a weirdo. I think I need to... I'm on the right layer. I think it's like tonight I'm in the mood for some brain work, I guess. Kind of. I did most of the brain work. I don't like to do a lot of like thinky art while streaming, cuz like last night I was just trying to like flat color and I kept losing my place. So I don't like to like try and figure out colors and stuff. I never want to figure out like color schemes while on stream. But I was working on this after stream yesterday. That's what I did until like 3 a.m. yesterday, was work on this specific page. But yeah, after working on that, I wanted to finish it, I guess. You know what? What's happening is it just looks really freaking smooth. But easy peasy to fix. So we're gonna keep more brushwork in here, and it'll all be okay. I've heard that webtoons / webcomics usually do better when there's more of a backlog to read. Yeah, hopefully. I don't know. I don't know. It's like a mix of things. Because, like, a lot of my old comics were kind of stagnant on Webtoon, so I re-released them. I think hiatus can kill things pretty hard on Webtoons, at the very least. But yeah. It's like a dark red in there. So kind of like a more purpley red. Whispers. Whispers to myself. Shh. Ugh, I think I hacked my hand up today doing all of my sorting of my files unfortunately. Which sucks. Okay, what is happening with these hands? Okay. See, that's why I don't sort my files. Oh, so smart. So much better than me. I finally gave in. My computer's just been really slow. And looking into it, there was a bunch of like random files that got left behind. I hate Adobe. I hate Adobe so much. It was so hard to remove it from my computer. It was like removing a virus. Like I had to like install a thing that like removes Adobe. It's like an Adobe product that removes Adobe, and I needed to sign up for an account. And then there was like just like cleaning all my libraries afterwards, after I deleted Adobe. There was still tons of gigs of files on my goddamn computer. And then I had the thought of like, why do I even use Acrobat? Acrobat sucks. I don't know, it just defaults in my brain to work with like Acrobat for PDFs, but now I got rid of it. No more Acrobat. That's why I never use Adobe. I never use it either. What happened was, because Adobe's shit, I had a bunch of files that were very old from when I had Adobe, because I had it from school, and I also had totally legal copies of it. Regardless, I had like a bunch of Illustrator files left, and I wanted to open them, and whenever I'd open them, everything outside of the artboard was gone, and I knew there was like tons of information outside of the artboard. But apparently only Illustrator can read that, like everything else is hidden. So I had to get a trial of Illustrator for free so that I could convert all of the files into like EPS files. And then once I did that, I wanted to get rid of Adobe. So I uninstalled Illustrator, but then Creative Cloud was just like stuck on my computer like a tumor, and I had to excise it. Like the webtoon page for the comic, I mean. Actually, I'll probably delete the entire comic page and make another one. That would probably be better off. Probably won't happen for a long time, but I hope the 30 followers I have on Webtoon don't get mad when they see me delete everything. I mean, at the end of the day, it's only 30 followers, right? And most people who follow, there's a lot of power users who don't even remember half the comics they follow. Could never be me. Let's give her some gosh dang highlights. I haven't made an update on there in over a year anyways. They probably forgot they existed anyways. Yeah, and then half of them like delete their accounts. It's like YouTube. Like I have 50,000 followers, but like half of those accounts probably don't even like are completely inactive at this point. That's why engagement matters more. and follower count is more a clout thing. I realize, like, her ear. Does she have, like... Do I have her? No, I have to... Oh yeah, the inside of her ears are dark. Actually, I don't know, man. Oh. Doing two things at once? Huh? I just abandoned one comic from college without a word. Haven't updated it since 2020. I think I have 2 followers or 20. Definitely didn't get more than 2 or 3 likes per episode though. That sucks. Yeah, I'm most conflicted about deleting the Magpie, because it has like 7,000 followers. Actually, I just think her ears turned away. I think it looks fine. I would file that as good enough. The #1 rule of webcomics this is I don't know if this is the #1 rule, but my #1 rule so far doing art is don't think about my page more than my readers will. Though that's not like it's not 1-to-1 actually. It's more like a saying. How long are raccoon whiskers? Just want Wait, what am I doing? Yeah, it's... I don't know. I don't want to, like... I definitely... You think about it more than, like, your reader will, but... I guess it's, like, work on things with the understanding that people look at it for, like, 10 seconds. Is what I'm thinking. Because as a reader, I look at this for 10 seconds and I say, that's good. That looks cute. Cute cat. I understand what's happening here. And then we move on. Okay, so let's work on the backgrounds. So that is the color of the actual background. Okay. There's little buttons on her shirt. See, Ursula did not add the details. She added them on this page and then didn't on the others. Okay, so there's like buttons that go all the way down. I see. No, that's not where they are. Ah! Or are they turned away? I'll ask Ursula about this. I'm overthinking it. There's also supposed to be like pockets, it looks like. Huh. Huh. I say it's time to flat color. That's what live streaming is for, flat coloring. Oh, I know why I stopped working on Avo. It's because I have to flat color a bunch of scenes. Like, there's a bunch of stuff I want to flat color, but I have to, like, decide on the color palette first, and I don't like to do that on stream. And I've been spending all day sorting my files, so I don't really... I didn't have time to plan out anything. I wish I could bring back the attitude I had in college when I would just vomit something out and I have to turn in. I mean, that's kind of the thing of like college and stuff, is having deadlines. I think that's something Ursula has just by virtue of having someone else working with her. So like I can be like, give me the thing, I want the thing, and then she's forced to give it out. Finish it. That said, I was supposed to get I Spade You from her, and I have not received. That's what I'll do tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna figure out what remains of the backer kit stuff on my end that I have to finish. And then I will bug Ursula for the completed copy. Oh, I know what happened. Like, there was like a bug or something she was dealing with. Having other people keep you accountable sounds wonderful. Yeah. I just get too much, like, dopamine out of like posting things, so I need someone to keep me accountable for like YouTube. Because YouTube is the one that I usually... it's pulling teeth at this point. Like getting that one video done that I keep promising. Because like, all of you guys already know all of my opinions on where to post your comics. But... other people do not. Because the audiences are different. You know? There's like the live stream audience, and then there's the video audience. And there is overlap, but that's it. There's a Venn diagram. There's a lot of people who only do one and not the other. Which makes sense, because it's very different watch styles. Watching styles. Okay. Wait, what am I... I don't know why I started doing that. The thing about this is I could keep it on the same layers, because, her shawl is made out of his fur, so it's the exact same color as him. So, like, I could just consolidate layers in that way. Yeah, that'll work out. But yeah, my 2025 goal, that's like... my shift has been to work on comics more. To make comics my main focus, rather than YouTube. But that's kind of like my strat for YouTube in general, is like, I don't really have anything to do on YouTube if I am not making things. And at the end of the day, I care about what I'm making a lot more than I care about my YouTube channel. And my goal is to work towards making money off of comics. I think a good goal is like try and make the same amount of money I make on YouTube off of just my comics. That'd be neat. A pipe dream. A hope. The hope that all comic makers have. I'm really bad at doing that. Also, though. Because, like, I'm supposed to be... Oh no, am I doing it on the wrong layer? I am. but marble's fine, so we can just copy, cut, paste on a new layer. There, we got one. Phew. I don't actually think there's the little red showing here. I think that's just... What do you think? Is this little section here supposed to be like more of the shawl? Or is it a little bit of red poking through from her dress? Because I'm not completely sure what the answer is on that. I hear my bird beeping. Silly bird. Am I too far from the mic? I've been drifting away slowly. Just into the distance. I have my like feet on the table. Oh, sad kitty. What's the matter, buddy? What weird noise is that? Hi, buddy. What's happening? Hi. Yeah? You sound very wet. Yeah, you're wet. Why? You got a kitty cold still? You look at me? No? Oh. Oh, sorry. What's happening? What's happening, little guy? What's up? We have a cat. I realize you guys can't see him. What's up? Oh, he purrs. He's purring. He's beautiful. go have fun. Don't bother any of the girl kitties, okay? Be a good little dude. No, don't bug the dog. I'm not talking to you. My goodness. Oh no, the whole zoo is approaching. Oh. I'm being surrounded. You can go back to sleep, guys. I don't have anything on offer. I don't even really want to make peanut butter cookies tonight. We got a fountain for my cat. Is that just you, Serena? Are you just making weird huffs? Okay, I don't know. I don't know what's happening around me. Okay, he's drinking water. But we got him a fountain and he's not very graceful in how he drinks from it. He just kind of sits under the spout and moves his tongue about and just gets covered in water. He's very much one of the memes. Okay. I feel like the stabilization needs to be upped a bit. I think it's just how I sit at the computer's a little different. Yeah, okay, that's better than when I'm sitting at my on my couch. Okay. Okay, my cat's gonna do that thing where they scare me. Oh, he was drinking at the fountain. He's covered in water. I was just telling everyone about how you don't know how to drink water. That you're a dumb little boy. Oh, he's got the snuffles. He probably needs to go to the vet. But we just got a huge vet bill, so he has to wait on that. It's the worst part about being a pet owner is when your money situation changes and then you feel bad. Because you're supposed to always be prepared, and it's like, girly, I'm trying to be prepared for myself too. Also, I was like dumb in my 20s and got 500 pets. Have animal hoarding tendencies, but not anymore. I don't. Okay, I guess you don't lose that. It's just you learn to cope in other ways. I didn't do her shawl. That was the whole point of this, is I'm working on Penny here. Is anyone else working on anything fun? Anyone using me to body double? Live streams are pretty good body doubles. I guess. I don't know. Continuing to model the room, doing a door. Wow, exciting. I mean, I'm flat coloring, so like I don't have anything to... I can't judge on level of excitement. Flat coloring, very soothing though. Very zen. I guess like I was thinking about this, but it's just like I used to buy coloring books, so it's basically coloring books. Wait, is that supposed to be like yeah, it is. I just covered it. Yeah, okay. I was looking into the hand tracking thing, and then I realized it wouldn't work for what my setup, because I don't have a tablet, because it would need to track my cursor, and the way that I stream my iPad, my computer isn't getting any of like the inputs or anything. That's too bad, but oh well. Coloring but with a bucket tool and undo. True. I do enjoy it. It makes me feel peaceful. It's like meditating. For real. I gotta get back into writing. I was on such a roll, but then I got sad and I stopped. I got stressed out and I stopped. So I need to get back into that. Probably once I'm done organizing my computer, which I'm gonna, it's probably only like 15 minutes of organizing left. Oh my god. Oops. I left. I'll deal with it tomorrow, it's fine. I was cleaning the washing machine and I stopped it and filled it with vinegar. Like you're supposed to like fill it with like 4 cups of vinegar. Like you fill it with water, so you run the cycle until there's like a bunch of water there. Do not bite her. Don't you dare. Buddy. Buddy. There is another cat that likes you. Stop hanging out with the one that hates you. Cats. Do it, Ergo Josh, and set up a webcam and film your real hand on your iPad. Yeah, but I just don't... I get that's a joke, but like, I don't know. I don't like being on camera half the time. Also because like I wiggle about. I wiggle about like a little weirdo. Okay, where something is broken. Oh, it's right there. Sorry, I forget what I was saying. I got so distracted by my cats. I think he has an ear infection too, so now he probably definitely has to go to the vet. Slurp. Ugh. Okay, guys, I can't do this. Oh, sorry. It'd be fine if I had the AC going, but I cannot stand the sound of my cats licking each other. They do it so wetly, and it just triggers my misophonia so bad. They just slurp on each other, and I just... Ugh. They can go do it in another room. They can slurp each other till their heart's content, far away from me. I've got a good vibe about... I've got a good feeling about October. I feel like October is when the job gets got. Trigger what? Sorry, I don't know what that is. Misophonia? It's that thing where like some people just cannot stand like specific noises. Usually it's like people chewing or like tapping pens and stuff. And it's like it causes like a fight or flight response to those sounds. It's weird. I think it's like neurological. I don't know if it's related to autism or not. Sounds like it would be. Now she's alone licking herself very loudly. Why isn't it closed? Oh, it's just okay. It's a threshold thing. Like, Ursula has to leave the room if she's eating, like, really crunchy food. Or, like, I have to watch TV while we eat. And she has to, like, wait till we find a show before she can start munching. I don't know where that is. Oh, is it because they're... Oh. Okay, it's right here. Where are all these little crumbs? It's like toggling the layers trying to find a stray pixel. Let's do her fur. One of the worst sounds I've heard is the sound of Velveeta mac and cheese. When you something it. I will forever complain about the YouTube A. Oh wait, when you stir it. Oh, yeah, it's a squishy sound. Hi, Miku. What are you doing back? Thing is, my cat chews on her feet a lot because she has an autoimmune disease, vaguely unspecified autoimmune issues that cause her feet to like get all itchy. Sup, bro squad? Not much. Just drawing some raccoons. Coloring in a dedicated mom. Totally a real raccoon. Next page. Oh damn, we only have 4 pages to do. We'll crush this. We'll crush the heck out of this. Let's see if we get them done before Ursula gives me more to color. At which point I'll still have stuff to do. We'll work on Magpie, I guess. Oh, am I on the wrong layer? I am. Oopsie doopsie. I really hope the comic keeps popping off. It's exciting. Yeah, we're almost like at a point where there'll be like a nice kind of backlog. Cause yeah, I guess there's some truth to that. It's hard for me to say because I'm not like a huge reader. But like when I do read comics, I tend to stick with them more if there's like a lot of pages. But I also get intimidated when there's a lot. It's a fine balance, isn't it? Do you guys have a preference when you read comics? If you read comics online? Do you like there to be a lot of pages already up before you start reading? Or do you guys get intimidated by that kind of stuff? Because, like, I guess there's the added thing where I'm like dyslexic, so it can be reading in itself can be an intimidating thing to do at times. Or are you one of those people that like wait for the entire thing to be done before you consider reading something? I did like a video about doing long comics and how you don't owe it to your reader to finish something. And there was like a comment about how it's rude to do that or something, or it's selfish. Like, how is it selfish? I'm more likely to stick around if there's more pages, but I'm also likely to shut down if there's too many pages to read, though. Yeah. I think it's easier for me to read when it's in book format too. There's something less intimidating about like a 500 page book, 500 pages of like comics in like maybe like 2 or 3 volumes. Like I can crush that in a day, but like when I open it on the computer, I'm like, ooh, that's a lot. So I guess it's a matter of perspective. Honestly, I prefer reading weekly. It's intimidating to not be caught up. Aw. Yeah, I guess so. I guess, yeah. Do you like comics that update like 1 page a week? Or do you like prefer when it's more like a monthly thing with like a few pages? Because I think if I am on update watch, I think weekly is nicer because then I can kind of decide when I want to pop back in and catch up. But I don't tend to read every update. But I'm just not a very consistent person. Like I'm a little too ADHD. I'm like all or nothing when it comes to reading. I guess it's her mask and... Oh, are her paws not black? No, her paws are black. They're just not on this. Oh. Didn't realize it wasn't a clipping mask. Just assumed it was. Because the raccoon's got the little black paws. Maybe it's like a thing because of like modern day media or whatever, like with all like binge watching culture. Maybe that's why. I don't know. Like I just don't think like I get being upset when like a show is canceled. But I think that's like more of like a valid upset. Okay, like I think you're allowed to be upset that your favorite, if you have like a favorite piece of media and it stops coming out, like that's cool. Valid, understand that. But like, especially like when it's one person like making something and they just don't have the time. And it's like, I don't know, the people who complain about there being no updates aren't the people aren't the people that are helping you support you, you know? It's like, okay, if you want that, then I need to be able to, you know, live my life. But when it comes to like TV shows and stuff being canceled, it's usually not because the people don't want to make them anymore, you know? Like, I feel like like those projects can end because someone just decides they didn't get like enough ratings or whatever. Like the Netflix thing, it kind of just churns content stuff. I don't know what I'm saying. Hope it makes a little bit of sense what I'm saying. Because am I sad that Cucumber Quest isn't really ever gonna end? Like it's the comic itself is stopped, and there's supposedly gonna be like an illustrated script. However, that was promised forever ago and it hasn't shown up. But I don't know. I enjoyed my time with Cucumber Quest while it was up, and I had lots of theories and stuff, but it's like, whatever. Life goes on. I guess maybe if you have like a special interest in something and it ends abruptly without conclusion, that could be upsetting. I don't know. I don't even know. I was mumbling. Like sometimes actual people behind the show want to continue, but the suits make a decision to cancel for profit reasons. Yeah, exactly. Like that's so different than... I guess it's not completely different from someone who has to cancel their project because they don't have the money to continue, but like obviously like that's a little more human than like a cold calculation. That said, like I'm sure there's cases where they legitimately cannot afford to make shows, but that's not all the cases or whatever. Like I don't know, it's like Netflix where it's like give it more time. Like if it doesn't like explode in popularity instantly, then you get rid of it after the first season. Like that's silly. That's so short-sighted, and I don't know, it makes you not want to try something at the first season because like, is it gonna be around? Is there gonna be an end? Let's do Marvel's clothing. Start with the shirts. One of my favorite comics has been on a 3-year hiatus. The creator said they just got busier, and honestly, I get it. I'm not really upset about it. Yeah, like I don't see what... Like even if you want to say like going on hiatus and decide it, or like starting a comic knowing you probably won't finish it, like even if it is selfish, like who cares? It's so much work to make a comic. It's like, dude. Like, respect your readers, but I think it's way more important to respect artists than it is to respect audiences. First and foremost. I've heard of at least in anime, even if one season is successful, they somehow get less budget for the second season, and no one wants to take up the project anymore. Sorry if I'm off topic. No, it's fine. Seems on topic to me. A friend of mine is waiting for at least 2 seasons to be made, plus wanting to know if the full story is complete. Oh, a friend is like that. Yeah, because like for a bit, like for a long while, I was like, there's no way that 9 Point is getting done. And yeah, because like I was so burnt out on life for a while. And then there's just the fact that 9 Point is just so much work. Yeah, it's so much dang work. It's also kind of just counterproductive to say like that to artists, to be like, oh, you don't respect me or whatever, or I'll just be like so upset if this never finishes, because it's so counterproductive towards your goals, because like that kind of behavior is totally what gives people paralysis when it comes to getting their work done. Like, it's so much pressure. I guess it kind of reminds me of people like who it's definitely a worse audience because it's gamers, but like when people are on the dev's case about decisions that are clearly publisher decisions. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like that's the case where those I always feel like those like get mixed up. And like I'm guilty of doing it too. Cause I play Pikmin, Pikmin Bloom, and it is the most busted game. It is so poorly optimized. And you're just like, oh my god, what are the devs doing? But but it's obvious what they're doing is like they're constantly adding new things that encourage microtransactions and shit. So it's definitely money comes first, and like, I don't know. It ain't the devs. Oh. Never played Pikmin, but I had a friend who's obsessed with it. I don't really play Pikmin either. Pikmin Bloom is basically Pokemon Go, but Pikmin. And I got my mom into playing it. She doesn't play any. This is like the only video game she ever plays. And she's been like dedicated to it for like a whole year. Every time she opens the app, she's like, I don't know what I'm doing, but she knows. Like she's like, I don't understand this game, even though she's like played it for a year consistently, and does all the things. It's funny. She names every single one of her Pikmins. It's very different from the Pikmin games, because like I played the Pikmin games and so many of your Pikmins die, and it's very painful to go from playing Pikmin Bloom, where the whole point is you collect them and you name them and you feed them, and then in Pikmin you just throw them at monsters and they die and you just move on. Oh. Am I on the right layer? Yes. Maybe I should just cover everything with the table. Make it more of like a foreground element. I think that'll be the easiest way to handle this. Rather than trying to make all the flat colors like perfectly line up with one another. Yeah. Or is his arm on the table? I don't think it is. I think not. a hug from your mom, little guy. Oh. Should I do a video about... Because someone asked about it, but I'm not sure if it'd be all that interesting about, what is it? My experience doing art as a righty boy. I just don't know how interesting that would be. Let's get his little cowl together. Which seems more beneficial money-wise or reach-wise, Tapas or Webtoons? Reach-wise, I would definitely say that Webtoons has way better reach. Yeah, Tapas has terrible reach. It used to be way better, and I think most people who do well on Tapas are either published by them or like they started forever ago. Yeah, Tapas is terrible for reach. Money-wise, I don't know. I've never made any money on Webtoons. I've made some money on Tapas. I used to make more. Any money that I have made, though, is so insignificant. I guess Webtoons, you can tangentially make money by plugging your Patreon, because at least there's like a link to it underneath your profile. So making sure to like include like a little ad at the end of your Webtoon, plugging your Patreon, is useful. I can't speak for anybody else. I'd be interested in that, especially since I'm sort of in the opposite situation as someone who's been drawing for a long time, but recently started writing. Very insightful, thank you. No problem. Yeah. Yeah, I have a video brewing about the different places to post webcomics. And I would definitely say Webtoons is the best for reach. I think that I need to pay attention to it more. A lot of starting comics seem to get buried by the larger ones in Tapas. Yeah, Tapas is really bad for that. Tapas used to be way better. I used to get way better reach on Tapas than I did on Webtoon, and now it's definitely shifted to the other way around. I think if you're an amateur, like, if you have more amateur art, I think that, well, amateur and not anime, I think, or manga, manhwa style stuff does well, regardless of skill level, I think. I think that's just like a product of like it being like what's popular, and then people being like so not picky that they'll go with like AI slop stuff that also gets posted. But if you're like someone who's like just starting out in comics, I would recommend both the Duck webcomics and Comic Fury for reach, but in a tangential kind of way, because like the Duck is incredibly small, but the people on it are super active, and there's like forums and stuff. It's very old school. It's very old school web comics. It reminds me of like the .com web 1.0 kind of style comics from like back in the early aughts. But the audience there is really open to beginners, I think. I think they're pretty encouraging of people on there. There's like only so far you can go as far as reach on the Duck. But I think it's a good community from what I've seen. It's away from my phone, but a video on doing art as a writer would be really insightful and interesting, especially in a post-generative AI world. Yeah. And then Comic Fury is just the best place to post comics. It's small, so there's not as much of a reach as something like Webtoons. However, it's just a really good site, and it's a good community. And AI art is banned, and it's just, I don't know. It's a place that really cares about artists. Nobody reads AI Comic Bro. Y'all are safe. Yes and no. Like I people don't read them. It's like an algorithm problem, right? It's kind of outside of AI, right? Like if you've ever gone into the world of Amazon publishing, there is so much garbage posted that anything real gets like really drowned out. Like I think Dan Olson did a video that touched on like the ghostwriting thing, and it just becomes like a cesspit. And that is the entirety of Tapas, is a huge cesspit. And I don't trust Webtoons or Tapas with an inch of anything. Tapas has screwed over people repeatedly. And when it comes to money, how did Tapas screw people? Tapas has done like... Ugh. There's like... For one, like there's crap contracts was a thing. A huge issue with Tapas. And they've... Like back in the day with Tapas, there was a whole... There was like a Patreon kind of integration thing. Not Patreon exactly. It was basically like Patreon, like that's the way that Tapas would work, where you would have your comic, and then people could pay to subscribe and be like premium members, and they would get to see your updates early, right? So a lot of people did that early on, and then they just kind of stopped very abruptly doing that, if I remember correctly. I remember that was one thing, because I had a friend who, like, they just stopped doing comics after that. Used to make so much more money on Tapas, and now it's all very like microtransaction based, which is as a whole, I'm just icked out. Sorry to hear the retirement of your friend. Yeah, I haven't seen them in forever, man. Like, see, I remember Tapas back when it was Tapastic. I'm an old comic boy. Yeah. I think it's best to kind of think of like Tapas and Webtoons as you would Facebook or YouTube. I guess it has a lot of parallels with YouTube. If you're like on like the partnership kind of programs. But elsewise, it's really just like, it's like any of those sites. It's like Twitter, TikTok, and yeah, it's basically just social media, but for comics. And kind of like the most sustainable, like closest to like sustaining yourself, and the people I know who do sustain themselves on comics outside of being published or whatever by like Webtoon or like Tapas. You don't need that many people. You just need a few dedicated people and you can make money. Because if you had, let's say, like to get like $100 a month doing comics, you only need like 30 people. Not even. Like if it was 5. 100. Maybe 50 people? I don't know. I'm bad at math. Because like $5 to $3 per person a month. It'd be 100 divided by 5. And 100 divided by 10 is 10. So it's 20, right? It's 20. Yeah, you need 20 people. If you get 20 people, you could get $100 a month. So you just need to find like 100 people dedicated and it all just, it balloons. Works out. Stonks, yeah. It's about... And that's a lot more helpful than anything Tapas and them can offer you, because they can't really... Your patrons, like, unless you pull a James Somerton, like, you're not gonna have that suddenly come out from under you after you build it. And you own everything you produce. And then there's like the whole thing about printing books. That's fun. Printing your books. Very cool. Something I very much enjoy doing. But I'll let you know if it works out for me. I need to work on my Patreon. I guess that's why I want to finish these, because then I can post ahead on Patreon and start working on that. I can just post on Webtoon without partner program, and I'll keep all my own stuff. I plan to make things public domain before I die. Yeah, no, as long as it's... If you're not partnered, it's all yours. It's just like social media, like... Yeah, I post on Webtoon and stuff, just for visibility. Meanwhile, meanwhile what? I don't know. Comic Fury is nice if you don't have, like, the ability to make your own website. There's a lot of good templates and help and stuff with Comic Fury to help you make something really profesh. Anyways, it is 12:30, so I have to leave. I don't want to. I'm having a good time. But for the sake of longevity and streaming more often, I need to not do 7-hour streams. It's the plan here. I think I'm gonna take Friday night off and Saturday night, and I'll be back on Sunday. So 2 nights from now, I'll be back from like 10:30ish Eastern time PM to 12:30ish Eastern time AM. Yeah, good night. Yeah, I'm not going to bed, but I'm gonna chill and, you know, keep my strength or whatever. I don't know. All right. You have a lovely night, all of you. It was nice seeing you. And I'm going to remember that there's 2 buttons.